What's up, everybody? Welcome back. A little bit of transparency. I'm recording this video on Sunday afternoon, Super Bowl Sunday. So obviously the game has not played out yet. I don't know how the game's gonna go. But for this week's upcoming video, I figured just to be on the safe side, I better record two intros. One intro for the Chiefs if they win, hopefully, and then one if, unfortunately, the Chiefs lose. So I'll record both. That way, tomorrow when I'm assembling everything, I can just insert the appropriate intro, and then that way everything's covered. But for now, let's just go ahead and let's just get the first intro in case the Chiefs win. What's up, everybody? In today's video, we're going to talk about one of the more surprising artifacts on board the Arabia, perfume. It's Valentine's Day, so in honor of this Hallmark holiday, I figured we'd talk about something kind of in the spirit of the day. But before we get to that, real quick, how about a little shout out to our Kansas City Chiefs? Incredible win the other night, big victory. When that one guy did that one thing,
when Mahomes scrambled for 26 yards in the fourth quarter.
That's when I knew the Chiefs were gonna win. So big congratulations to them. Great season, can't wait for next. But for getting back to today's video, perfume, that was a really surprising thing to find. And what's even more impressive than just finding perfume is when we opened up the top of these little vials, we could actually still smell the fragrance. And we found two different scents, and so we actually sent these up to a company in New York. They analyzed it, replicated it, and sent it back to us. And we have been selling little jars of Arabia perfume upstairs in our gift shop all these years. So for today's video, I thought in the spirit of Valentine's Day, we'd go watch Josh, our office manager, as he prepares another batch of Arabia perfume.
So our very first step here will be taking our container, our jar in this case, and then we want to zero out our scale. That way we can account for the weight of the glass. And now we can figure out exactly how much fragrance to pour into the container, which in our case will be 130 grams. So we store this in the cooler just to help preserve it, kind of like you would with any other food type item.
But that's the replicated stuff.
Yes, this is the reproduction that we had made many years ago.
Wait, what can you tell me about the perfume itself?
It is a reproduction of one of two perfumes that were found aboard the Arabia. Had it sent off to a lab. They tested it and gave us back a modern equivalent of what it would smell like if it were made in the modern era, with the exception of swapping out oil for alcohol. In that time period, they would use oil because it was long-lasting. In fact, some perfumes are still made of oil, but alcohol is a bit more readily available. Various blends of alcohol can be also skin-safe. Yeah, we're just going to give this a chance for this to sit and make sure any kind of particulates sink to the bottom. And cover this again so alcohol doesn't evaporate. And we'll set it somewhere cool to sit for about 15 minutes. Well, we need to move the perfume from the container into the jar, into the bottle, pardon.
People who talk about the perfume, what are common things people say?
Well, there's usually two crowds on that. There's one crowd that really seems to enjoy it, they like it a whole lot, and there's another crowd that says it smells like their grandmother. And frequently the crowd that says they enjoy it happens to be more grandmotherly. People that say it will often say that it smells strong, but I don't frequently hear that it smells bad. And a lot of that strong smell is the alcohol that we mixed in earlier, which over a little time will air out, dry out, leaving just the fragrance, which makes it a little bit more of a mild smell. So I think if more people would give it a few minutes to breathe, they might have a better review of it.
Watching Josh go through the process of batching all of this perfume, it was a ton of fun. And then afterwards, I took a couple of the bottles through a little photo shoot,
and it really got me thinking. We have so many great artifacts in the museum that I think we should do more of this. I think there's really cool things that you guys would enjoy seeing. So let me know in the comments below what kind of artifacts you'd like to see highlighted in photographs and video like this. The most impressive thing about the perfume is simply the fact that it all survived. This anaerobic environment that the Arabia found itself in for 132 years, it's given us the opportunity to almost go back in time to experience just a little bit of what life was like in the 1850s. And the perfume is great, but nature did such a good job preserving this collection, we even found food that you could still eat. In fact, I did an entire video talking about food and how one of our partners went through and sampled just about everything. So click right here. I'll see you over in the next one.